What's goody, everybody? It's Kimi, and I'm back with my tea of the day. Welcome to 2020 with me. Welcome to episode 30. Let's get into it. Let's get into some things. I definitely want to get into some music that has been released so far. Miss Kimberly Page, she came out with her next mixtape installment. No, not one fucks given. And that is everything, but we would definitely get into that as soon as All Monsters Are Human drops, so we can really digest both projects at once. Definitely also want to get into Miss Normani and Miss Megan Thee Stallion with Diamonds. I have mixed feelings. I love the video. The video definitely made me love the song more. But in terms of an actual good song, it was mediocre at best to me. So hopefully they do something that's better. But I love the video. And that definitely made me want to watch the movie. So I might just, get into that movie. Now, I want to really get into Mr. Eminem, Mr. Slim Shady, one of the illest rappers ever to face the earth. Let's get into his latest installment, his little surprise album, Music to Be Murdered. That title itself is just powerful. It just screams okay, you really about to talk your shit. You really about to talk about all these whack-ass rappers that's out right now that can't even motherfucking rap, and how they not trying to respect your name and everything that you brought to the game, like they're trying to do to a lot of artists who's been out for decades. So, this surprise album came out January 17th of this year, and in my opinion, it is amazing. It is braggadocious. It's what hip-hop is, and he did what he needed to do. Let's get into, this track listing. And I love the fact that how he, in my opinion, took from chances how he did his last album with him not putting the featured artist's name on it. So it's a surprise, and you have to really research and figure out who's actually on that song, unless you really know that person's voice, so you can instantly know, okay, that's XYZ. But without them actually putting your name on the album, I feel like that's dope. It's different, and I like it. So he starts off the album with Premonition, that is featuring Nikki Geyer. Then it's Unaccommodating, featuring Young M.A. You Gon' Learn, Alfred, Those Kind of Nights, In Too Deep, Godzilla, Darkness, Leaving Heaven, Yeah Yeah, Stepdad, Marsh, Never Love Again, Little Engine, Lock It Up, Farewell, No Regrets, and I Will. This is a solid project, and no rappers is really putting out this many songs on an album. You'll be lucky if you get 12 songs. This is about 20 songs that he gave us. He was not playing. So, of course, you know how I do. I have to give you a few of my top favorite songs on the album. And just a couple of verses that really just stood out. I'm not a rapper, so I'm not going to really rap it. I'll just, give you the words to it. So let's start off with Premonition. And how that was the perfect beginning of an album. His mind is just amazing. And the way he tells stories has never been done like that before. He really gives you his all and everything that he's been in to come up with this story and how he wants to drag out this heartfelt, horrible story that happened to him, but make it where it's damn, you're not the only one. I've been through this too. So Premonition. They said my last album it sounded bitter. No, I sound like a spitter who 90% of these hypocrites are trying to get rid of. Bet why, when I get a chip on my shoulder, I'm considered as, at one time, the illest. And I see no lies there. At one time, he definitely was the illest. He was that top dog, that king of rap, the best to do it at that particular moment. And we gonna not play with Eminem like he went somewhere, like he lost it, like he's not that same nigga who's been giving you bars, who's been giving you speed, who's been giving you metaphors, punchlines, who's been giving you a motherfucking story. A lot of these niggas don't even know what the fucking story is. A lot of these rappers are just mumbling and just getting by with these half-assed bars. But this nigga's giving you everything and a story. Come on. And let's get into Unaccommodating featuring Young M.A. I'm not going to get into what Young M.A. said because Young M.A. did what Young M.A. was supposed to do. And she spit her heart. She did what she needed to do. She spit. Because that's what she does. She's a rapper. But she gave me exactly what I felt Young M.A. was going to give. It wasn't anything spectacular. It wasn't nothing different. She just did what she needed to do. But getting into what he was saying, something like, I am the complete opposite of these retards who spit these weak bars. I'm gonna leave carnage eats, though, be so toxic. It would be block the wind through your esophagus. So, I am the complete opposite of these retards who spit in these weak bars. I'm gonna leave carnage eats, though it be so toxic. It be block the wind through your esophagus. And then we get into Stepdad. And I couldn't even pick out a bar because this was just a story song. And that's what I miss in music. Rappers telling stories. Like Nas, he told stories. Tells stories. Not many rappers tell stories. And some rappers try and it just not successful. It's like, what are you doing, boo? So, Stepdad is, in my opinion, a visual imagery of his childhood. Like, it's very open and honest of how his stepdad made him feel and how what he's seen as a child from his stepdad beating his mom of why, like, we can get like an imagery of why he could be the way he is. Because if you don't fix that up in your adult life, you're going to continue to do things that you've seen in your childhood that you might have thought at that particular moment was okay. Like beating women or just thinking like women are less than, or things. Probably just thinking like, as we know, he don't have much respect for his mom. Because of what he's seen his mom endure and take from men. And then he started, doing the same thing to his wife. So it is a pattern that needs to be broken. Then we get into Farewell. And this track is definitely one of the tracks that really stood out for me. Yeah, you're awful, but you're mine. And they say love is blind. We see each other fine. But it's no wonder I'm, the only one you find to put up with your shit. Like, this is him saying goodbye to a relationship that's been gone for who knows how long. And I don't care who you are, but you can relate to the song. And you can relate to the song, like, especially me, I could definitely relate to the song, because love is blind. Like, you be in love so hard, so deep, so passionately, that you just neglect all the red lights that's hitting you in your motherfucking face. You bumping into these motherfucking red lights and you act like no. You hella color to the fucking shit. And love can do that. But as you get older, you have to really realize that love is not enough. It can't be. Because there would be no one single if love was just enough. If it was just, love was just enough, everyone would be in unhappy relationships. But loving relationships, quote unquote. Then we get into Marsh. And this bar I liked. I could keep beefing. Fuck is the point? I can make it really difficult for motherfuckers to come to Detroit. If you're still looking for smoke, I already gave you an out. Like, come on. That's not even a hard bar. But a lot of these rappers ain't not even spitting that. Like, come on. Y'all motherfuckers need to go back to the fucking drawing board and really just start putting sentences together. Like, really think about what you write and, like, think about what you're trying to say. Not just saying shit. Like, a lot of these rappers are not saying shit. Like, I could keep beefing. Fuck is the point? Like, just like in life, like, what the fuck is the point of you just still being mad? What the fuck is the point of you still feeling the type of way about a situation that happened? It happened. You don't have to forgive the person or forget, but what the fuck is you still beefing for? Why are you still mad? It comes to a point where you just have to, unfortunately, just get over it and just let it be what it is. And him just being braggadocious right here, like, I can really make things difficult for you to come to Detroit. And that's talking about everyone who keep on coming at him. Everyone who keep on just yapping, and trying to act like he ain't about that. He can make it difficult to come to his area. And if you're still looking for smoke, I already gave you an owl. And double entendre. Smoke, owl, weed, and smoke, right? But I already finished you, already gave you that owl. You held on to it. You lost. Come on. Now let's get into Leaving Heaven. And this song is so fucking beautiful. Like, I listened to this song about a good 5-6 times already. This is definitely a standout track. It's just so beautiful. It's just so... Anything with Scarlett Gray on the song singing is like a masterpiece. Her voice is just so soothing. It's just so... It just gives me that... It's like, come on. So I definitely want to get into... Like, if you don't know Scarlett Gray, she did Pills and Potions for Miss Nicki Minaj, the Queen of Rap. So, with me knowing her backstory, her work, and hearing this, it's like, this is just a wonderful, beautiful song. And this is just a line I liked. I love the whole song, but this is just something that just stood out. Call them toy soldiers, because they just wind up on their backs. This song is him pretty much trying to realize why he is the way he is. Like, he always assumed that he's going to hell from everything that he's done and everything that he's been through. But to know that he still is a good person and he is the way he is for XYZ reasons. And a lot of people don't realize that. And a lot of people just don't do the work to really get to where y'all need to get to. And last but not least, Mr. Godzilla. I can swallow a bottle of alcohol and I feel like Godzilla. Better hit the deck like the car dealer. I can swallow a bottle of alcohol and I feel like Godzilla. Because alcohol be giving motherfuckers like extreme courage. Like, you don't get into XYZ type of situations because you drunk, because you don't know how to handle your liquor. Better hit the deck like the card dealer. Cards, deck of cards, but hit the deck like hit the bed, hit the floor. Like, come on. Like, I'm not the biggest Eminem fan. I'm not the biggest hip hop fan. I'm getting more into hip hop, getting more into bars, but I'm still like my Pacific people. But Eminem has always been that rapper who's always just gave me what I needed when I didn't know I needed it. Like, he's just that artist that you may not like him, or you may not like because he's white and he is one of the best, or whatever the reason why you don't like him, and all of the hurtful things that he does say in his rhymes. Because he, especially me as a gay black man, and him using faggots in his lyrics at times, of course, I'm going to feel a type of way. But then I have to know that whether he means it or not, he still is an ill artist. And I can't take that away from him. And he's still one of my top rappers of all times. Whether I listen to him every day or just decide to just listen to this album. Because I haven't listened to him in years for several reasons, from like what people have been saying about his albums, or just me not necessarily being interested at that particular moment to listen. But this album is definitely a bop for me. It definitely is an album that you must listen to, that you really have to get into the gig, really have to get into the bars, the imagery that he's giving out, and the story that he is presenting to the world. And the way that he did it with this surprise, like, it's just everything. So definitely get into that. And I just want to get into Miss Beyonce real quick before I end this. And her Ivy Park Adidas line. Congratulations, Miss Beyonce. Congratulations, mother. Congratulations, queen. And my number one. Congratulations, because this has been a long time coming. I know you've done Ivy Park, but you have not done Ivy Park like this. Like, you was not playing with the commercials, with the promotion you have been putting out for this has been amazing. And just the work, just to see how much work you really put into your craft and everything that you put your hands on, you're going to give it 110%. And that's why I love you. Like, you can't deny it. These pieces are dope. It's sold out already. Like, Beyonce is that bitch. And I just love that she's, doing more and more stuff into fashion. I'm really just trying to be that household name that she's been, but just doing it levels up. And thank you for listening to episode 30 of Kimi's with the Chi podcast. It really means a lot, and I'm definitely about to give you another one really, really soon about a few movies I have been getting into that I feel like the world needs to see if you haven't seen it already. So thank y'all for listening. Please like, please subscribe to my channel, and definitely share my podcast. Hit me up on all my socials and just let me know what you think and give me some ideas of some other things. And if you really want to get on my channel and make some history, like if you really want to, have a conversation with me, let's do it. Let's work. Let's get to it. Because a lot of these conversations need to be had, as you know. And this is going to be a deep topic as, trust and believe. I'm gonna hit you with some media, some music, some movies at the beginning, but we're gonna get into some things. Trust and believe, we will. Thank y'all for listening again. Laters.